everyone, welcome back to MUET English. In this video, I will be sharing with you on how to tackle MUET Speaking Test Part 2 Group Interaction. In group interaction, Part 2, you will expect a situation based on the similar theme given to you as Part 1, individual presentation. You may choose any of the idea given in the stimulus, and you may also add in ideas which is not stated on the stimulus, but it is relevant to the topic. Each of you will be given 3 minutes to prepare for your points. So as you prepare for the ideas, make sure you read and analyze the questions carefully, so you will be able to find out what is the best options. So as you write down the idea, you may also do some comparison and contrast of the point to see which will be the best. Well, everyone, so this part is named as group interaction. It means in this part, you need to interact and communicate with your group member. The common mistakes that many candidates do in group interaction is they allow each other to take turn. So what I mean by taking turn is, I'm candidate A, let's say, I will speak first and I'll pass the baton to B, and then B to C, C to D. Well, stop. You should not be doing that. Based on the latest MUET Cefr format, group interactions requires you to do received and respond. When we say receive and respond, it requires you to have active listening. Listen to what your friends said about the topic. And so this is what we mean by interactive communication. It is different than Part 1.
The direction of the discussion may not be necessarily come from A to B, C to D. It can be done by any candidate whenever you are ready. Just respond accordingly, and it should be naturally done. To ensure a fruitful discussion, each candidate must respond whether you agree or disagree, and you have to put forward reasons for your stand.
So it's very important for you to be able to make use of language expressions, like when you want to interrupt, you want to maintain a discussion or sustain it. How would you put forward your ideas? Those expressions are extremely important. So I would say you need practice in order to do this. The group interaction is divided into 3 parts. The first part is the initiating stage. The second part is the maintaining stage, and the third part is the closure part. Let's begin with the initiating stage. There will only be one person doing this stage. Anyone in the group can initiate the discussion. It does not have to be candidate A or maybe candidate D. So anyone, if you feel you are ready, begin by initiating. When you begin the discussion, you start with greeting, introduce the situation given, put forward your point of view, which is the choice of idea
you have chosen. Explain your idea by giving examples or reason, and invite others to participate. Remember to give one idea at one time so everyone can follow what you are trying to tell. Entering the maintaining stage,
I would like to emphasize it is very important for you to be able to interact by receiving what your friends say and responding to what your friend had said.
In a discussion, Candidates can
express whether they agree or disagree with you. So this is what we call as response. So their response can be a positive one, it can be a negative one, which means they can agree or disagree with you, and of course they must state the reasons why. You can continue to receive the idea and respond to that whether you agree or you disagree with the point.
keep the conversation going by continuing the process until you have a consensus.
In this stage, you don't only respond to your friend's idea. As possible, you should be able to contribute new idea at times to help the progress of the discussion so that all of you will be able to come to the decision. Other than that, you need to do comparison and contrast of idea. So we can actually weigh the idea, which one is better. If you are not clear with what your friends say, you can ask for clarification. Say words like, excuse me, can you please explain on your ideas? Could you please tell us why do you think your idea is better? At times, you can also start up with some thought-provoking questions to the other candidates to help them think.
Examples that you can say are like, don't you think idea A is better than idea B? This will help other candidates to decide what is a better choice. Don't forget to involve everyone in the discussion. If you find that your friend is having trouble to communicate, try to involve them in the discussion by asking them questions.
The whole group discussion will take about 8 to 12 minutes. It is not really a must to have a conclusion in the discussion anyway. So if you can't come to the same consensus, you don't see eye to eye with each other, don't worry. Marks will not be deducted. Do not rush yourself to make the conclusion. In fact, you can actually apply strategies like asking the other members what is their thoughts, what is the decision that they have for themselves before you come to the conclusion. So you may say statements like, we almost come to the end of the discussion, so may I know what is the idea that you have in mind? By asking them questions to get the idea, this will actually help you to have a better picture on how the discussion has gone. And it is also a good way for you to keep track and know what would be the best decision for the whole group. So there are 4 scenarios or 4 ways how you can conclude your discussion. Scenario number 1 is when everybody agrees to one point. Okay, so you could say words like, all of us believe this is the best idea. So that is for scenario 1. For scenario 2, when you have 2 against 2, don't worry, you can still make a conclusion by saying that we all believe that these 2 ideas are equally important in the discussion. Okay? Scenario number 3 is when 3 goes against 1. Okay? 3 goes against 1. Okay, you might want to say things like, majority of us believe this idea is the best option in the discussion. Okay? And last,
Scenario 4. All 4 candidates have different idea. You can say, we are not able to come to a consensus.
okay, now I want you to see that making a conclusion whether or not you have the same decision it's absolutely fine. So please do not force yourself to come to one idea. Okay, that is not necessary, because examiners are not looking for conclusion that you make, but they are looking forward to see how you perform, maintain, communicate, interact with your friends in the discussion.
Remember to say thank you to end your discussion.
Well, everyone, we have come to the end of the video. Here are some last tips that I'd like to share with you. Just remember, in the group discussion or the group interaction part, show your interest in the discussion. Let your examiners and your friends know that you are interested to discuss by participating in the discussion.
Alright everyone, I hope that whatever I've shared with you is able to give you another boost of motivation to face your exam. And remember, participate in the discussion. Do not keep quiet. You will be able to go through it. Okay? Good luck to everyone. I hope you excel in your MUET speaking test. Don't forget to like and subscribe to MUET English.